Hello everybody. So I mentioned in my build guide for my lightning arrow character that I have a budget option for LA, and I wanted to make a video to demonstrate that. So what I did is I normally use an alpha cell and a 6-link and lightning coil and like these good wed rings and a nice belt and all this cool stuff and powered auras, all that. So I wanted to demonstrate to you guys that it's actually viable to not have all those things. So what I did is I replaced my amulet with this thing. It has no wed, it has no life, it has no resists. It's just kind of crap. I'm using a gold rim, it has no life. I don't even need the resists, I just threw it on because it has the colors that I need. Tabula rasa, this is the one piece that you do need to really make lightning arrow viable. So I still have that option. I mean, I still have that in there, but yeah, you don't really need tabula. I'll demonstrate. Misplaced a gem. That's odd. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you guys the split arrow variant first if you can't get a tabula, and then I'll demonstrate to you the lightning arrow version where, like if you could get a tabula. So I put on some junk gear and we're going to run a 76 map. So the mods are a bit easier than that last palace video that I uploaded, but I mean it's still a 76 map, so it's a good way to get money. So Wrath, Anger, Haste, Purity of Lightning, and something's wrong. Oh, well, looks like I can't use Purity of Fire because I don't have alphas, that's right. So yeah, I'm gonna hop into the map and I'll show off the split arrow part first. Okay, so I'm not used to mapping with split arrow, so this will be interesting. Okay, so it looks like the damage is still okay. It's a bit lower than it was before, but I'm killing things. I'm at 5.5k split arrow and about 17,000 frenzy. This is using a lionize, but I mean honestly right now lionize is a very undervalued item. By that I mean that it's a lot cheaper than I think it should be. For example, in ambush, you could buy a lionize non-linked for an exalt, maybe even less. So, as you can see, the split arrow is working. I'm a little bit squishy because I don't have the lightning coil, but the cast when damage taken setup makes up for it a little bit. But I'm still able to clear this map, and this is with complete junk gear. So, this is a little sketchy. I will kill a few more packs with the split arrow chain, and then I will switch back over to the lightning arrow variant to show you what the tabula can do for you. Note that this damage is without the strong auras. This is without, I think, any wed on gear. Or I have wed on the belt, but the belt is crappy. My life is a little low right now because I have poor gear. So I'm gonna switch in the lightning arrow now for split arrow. So this would be a 6-link setup. This is with just tabula and awful gear. No alpha hollow, no nothing. So let's see the damage. So my current lightning arrow setup with the good gear here at about 6.8 thousand. Right now it's at 4.4. So like this is much worse, but it's mappable. Like you see me killing things. They're dying fairly quickly, and this is with complete just junk gear. So I know it's discouraging for a lot of new players and even just intermediate players when they see someone make a build guide and it has like 80 exalts worth of gear. That's about what mine adds up to. But as you can see, this is pretty doable with pretty poor gear. Tabula is expensive-ish, especially early on in the league, but I designed the build with by getting acrobatics to be viable defensively with just the tabula. So, yeah. I'll finish up the map. That's pretty much most of my thoughts on this. The tabula lets you switch to lightning arrow, which is just a huge boost in damage compared to the split, as you saw before. Most of this is because you get the full LE convert, and your lionized damage actually becomes like fire and lightning as opposed to just half fire, half fizz. This is because you get the conversion from Black Gleam, which goes up to 50%. The lightning arrow gem gives you 50% convert. So I'm doing 100% elemental damage. Hopefully I can find a reflect pack so I can demonstrate to you that this doesn't really have many issues with reflect. I would have done a reflect map, but I have not tested out the budget version as much as I probably should have. But I mean, from what I've seen right now, it seems pretty fine. That was a little sketchy, but you saw the life gain on hit in action there, and I instantly leached back to full. Pardon my poor clearing habits. It's making a video is kind of distracting, so I'm not really playing as efficiently as I could be. This is the leap slam move around movement stuff. It's pretty fast. See, and I just leaped in the melee range, didn't even care. Mow everything down. My DPS is not what it could be, but it's not horrible. It's... I mean, this is mappable DPS. I mean, I'm clearing a 76 with, like, maybe an Exalt and a half, 2x worth of gear. Also, if you're gonna do the budget variation, you should don't use a topaz flask. Use a jade or something, because you don't get the extra mitigation that you would get from a lightning coil. I was just too lazy to switch on flasks. Unsweet tea is good. So, general playstyle, you'll notice me always using Frenzy at the beginning of the fight. That's to generate charges so that my LA area damage is better. So, I have good move speed since I'm using Haste, so I'm sort of just trying to kite. I'm not super tanky because I don't have the lightning coil, but I had enough damage to just bring her down pretty quickly. She would have hit me pretty hard. But I have 30 move speed boots, and a unbuffed haste just gives me 50% total run speed, so yeah, I move pretty quickly, so kiting isn't too big of a deal. The pace is a little bit faster than builds like Righteous Fire and stuff, because you actually have to care about your positioning, because you're ranged and you're not super tanky, but you're survivable enough to not die if shit does get in your face. But, I mean, generally just be careful about positioning. Don't face tank bosses that you don't have to face tank. Like, don't stand on top of Piety like Ice Form or something, and you'll be fine. I mean, generally you can do most content just by playing smart. I mean, like, this is a budget version, and you're seeing me just like tear mobs up. This is a lot faster clear than I think you would get with a lot of other budget builds. This is like certainly affordable for the average player, I would say. Considering you can do things like midnight farming with the metronome or script setup and farm, like, I don't know, 5 midnights an hour for, I think in ambush there's 17 chaos each right now. I don't know what they're going to be in new leagues or how often they're going to spawn, but it's not terribly hard to generate money. At least in like small amounts, like a couple exalt range or something. Getting the 6 link is not easy. Don't mean to imply that. Okay, this is Ellie Reflect. Notice me not caring. That's partially because my my damage is lower, but also the build doesn't really care about Reflect to begin with. So yeah, that was pretty much a full clear, and I had no issues, no deaths, no anything. Another glimpse at the gear. I know I'm using a tabula. This is just 4 link, this is 6 link. I didn't want to bother switching gems around too much. So I was using Wed, Blood Magic, Life Leech, Frenzy, Lightning Arrow, Chain, Life Gain on Hit, LMP, Blood Magic, Wed. If I wanted to do the budget option again without the tabula, I would take off Lightning Arrow. I would take off LMP, and this would be your 5 link. I don't think you can do the build with anything less than a 5 link, but as you saw when I was doing the split arrow, I was able to kill mobs pretty easily in a 76 map. So just having the ability to do those in-game maps would give you just sort of your foot in the door to get some money to work on getting a real 6 link, like a 6 link Lion Eyes or a Lightning Coil or something, and some better gear. These rings, well, this ring's good, but it's not offensively good. It would get you a lot better gear. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video, and check out the guide that I posted on the forums. It'll go over the non-budget option, excuse me, and a few of the other things in detail. So thanks, and have a good one.